am the CFO of Aclarion. We are a publicly traded NASDAQ company, but we are a micro cap, so very small, and we do not have an IT team. And as CFO, I manage both all the financing, funding, all of that, plus IT and HR. We did not have a prior MSP, and so we were a team of 5 full-time employees and a number of consultants. And I think we just did not have an MSP. So in terms of some of the things that Sid, I know ViaTek is providing for us right now, we were just catch as catch can on that stuff. And as the CFO, I was getting uneasy just about that, and just having adequate support on a number of fronts. And so that's what prompted me to start looking around. And I don't know, Sid, if you recall, but I was doing some good due diligence in our local area, and really landed just based on conversation with you, which signaled to me that this was a relationship partnership, which was really important to me. So after, again, doing that due diligence on a number of providers, I decided to go with ViaTek. I don't worry about it like I was before. Just kind of that concern, and really not even completely understanding, knowing what I didn't know. And so I do feel by partnering with ViaTek here, I feel much more assured about, we've talked about a lot of different things. First of all, I'll say is the technical support, having someone we can call for the technical support, and having a prompt response and being able to talk to a human being very quickly. So that's been helpful. Also, just the inventory of the users and what you all have done in terms of monitoring that and sending that to us on a nice routine basis for us to review. And that'll become even more important as we grow, just to make sure we don't have a lot of licenses out there that either we don't have or we've got remnants that have been sitting around a long time. So that initial cleanup that you helped us do or complete on the user list and equipment and all of that was really helpful. Again, technical support, licensing, as I mentioned, and then just the scheduled business reviews and the multiple opportunities to check in with us on the business and whether our needs have changed, and being able to have good conversations about that. Probably right, Sid, the recent example we have is just as we're looking at our cybersecurity and getting a program around that. You had a referral that we're looking into right now as a partnership, but also knowing that we had ViaTek as an MSP that we could offer up to eventually when we make the decision here, which will be rather soon. We know that we have ViaTek as an important component of that, and that we've got that covered. And also just I think the question you're asking is kind of relative to maybe what we've had before. And I mentioned that you're our first MSP, but I do have experience, again, with other IT providers. And just in absolute terms, I'll start there. I really enjoy that when I call the tech support, and I just happen to have gotten Eric, just to pick on Eric for a minute, more times than not. And I've just, first of all, again, back to this being a relationship. So Eric and it's nice to talk to a familiar voice and person, and he's always been very responsive. And so that means a lot, because typically when things come up, especially being such a small team and we have to keep things moving, the disruption that we can have, right, with any kind of tech support issue that we might have, it's nice to get back on the road again very quickly. So I've been really happy with that, and that's, I think, a good indication of your team's responsiveness on multiple fronts. I would. I always encourage everyone to do their due diligence, but I think that if they do, I think that I'd highly recommend ViaTek, because that's the process I went through, and I felt, and I do feel like it meets and has met our needs. So I would absolutely recommend ViaTek. just again emphasize that in a world right now of chatbots being the top problem solvers out there right now, it's really refreshing to be able to pick up the phone, and whether it's talking with you, Sid, or Dominique or Eric or whatever, just having that kind of human connection as the problem solving tactic is really refreshing.